Hey guys, Zach here, coming at you with another video. So today I'm going to be talking about my favorite game of all time, Luigi's Mansion. Now what am I going to talk about? The fact that it's getting an HD remake on the Nintendo Switch. Oh, hold on a second guys. Hello? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I'm so excited for Luigi's Mansion to come out on the Switch. What? No, it's got to be a mistake. You're joking. Alright, well, I got a video to do. Yeah, I know. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Let me restart that. Hey guys, Zach here, coming at you with another video, and Luigi's Mansion is getting a remake for the Nintendo 3DS. Let's talk about that. Firstly, I will confess, I think it's cool that Luigi's Mansion is getting a remake to begin with, but the question is, why on the 3DS? Wind Waker got an HD remake on the Wii U. Why can't Luigi's Mansion get an HD remake on the Switch? Like, why? Like, I don't get it. I honestly, I really don't get it. I mean, I think it wouldn't have angered me if it was during the Wii U generation, only because, I understand it to a point because Dark Moon was released on the 3DS, but now that the Switch is out and you can play games on the go on the Switch, like, having this on the 3DS is just, there's no point. There's no point to having this on the 3DS. It's just not worth it. I mean, I did get a new 3DS system, which you'll see in my next pickup video. I can't spoil that too much. But, nevertheless, it's like, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm in the wrong here. I mean, you all know that I love this game with a deep passion. It's my favorite game of all time, after all. So, to see it remade is awesome. But, not on the Switch is a bummer. Now, this is what I'm thinking on this one. And that goes with the Mario Party Top 100 as well. I've mentioned this. With Mario Party Top 100, in that video, I said that I think they released Mario Party Top 100, Top 100 on the 3DS to kind of be like a placeholder until they can release Mario Party 11 on the Switch. And I'm gonna go on a limb and guess the same thing for Luigi's Mansion. I'm gonna guess that they're gonna release a third Luigi's Mansion on the Switch. So they wanted to do a Luigi's Mansion remake as kind of a placeholder until they can announce it. I mean, that sounds as ridiculous as I think it is, but that's the only thing I can really think of as to why they put it on the 3DS. Like, I was angry. Hopefully you saw my reaction video. If you haven't, then go and check it out. I don't know why I haven't checked it out yet. But, nevertheless, like, games like Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story, and WarioWare, they kind of make sense to have on the 3DS. Even though I really wanted WarioWare on the Wii U, on the Switch. I'll be completely honest, I was really angry at that at first. But then, my anger and bias subsided, and I kind of understand why they put it on the 3DS. But nevertheless, part of me there's a game, actually, I think it was Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, that's coming out in 2019. They're still gonna have 3DS games running into 2019? Like, no, I don't want that. Like, they're literally, that's the one thing I feared, that they'd be competing against each other. And not competing in the sense that, one's gonna get more sales than the other, but cool games are going onto the 3DS that should be coming to the Switch. Now, the other possibility that I could think of for Luigi's Mansion going to the 3DS is the GameCube Virtual Console. That's the only other excuse I can think of Luigi's Mansion being on the 3DS. I mean, listen, if I'll just be happy if Luigi's Mansion comes to the Switch eventually. You know, like, it pissed me off to hear that it was coming to the 3DS, but if I was to learn that it was just because they needed something to hold it over until it came out on the Switch, I'd be fine with that. Though I'd still question, like, why would there be a placeholder in the first place? Maybe it's to, like, get people who have 3DS and were like, hey, we played Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, what was the original like? Have them play the original, so then when it comes out on the Switch, or when the third one comes out on the Switch, they'll buy a Switch. That's the only logical thing I can think of. And it does kind of suck, at least for me, being the big Luigi's Mansion fan that I am. Like, a lot of people do like Luigi's Mansion. I heard RGC85 said it's one of his favorite GameCube games, you know, all that kind of stuff. But this is my favorite game of all time. Like, for reasons unknown, really. This is my favorite game of all time. Like, it's short, you know, it is unique, but, like, you know, it's really short. There's not much to it. But I love this game. It was, like, the first single-player GameCube game I had ever played. It was the first GameCube game I ever bought. Well, I mean, I didn't buy it. My parents bought it when I was younger. But, you know, it was this and Mario Party 6 that were my first GameCube experiences. And funny enough, they're my two favorite GameCube games. So, I hold those two very close to my heart. That's why I'm very upset that they've ruined Mario Party the way they have. But nevertheless, with Luigi's Mansion, they're not doing that. They're re-releasing the original, which, to be honest, is a step up from Dark Moon. Like, if I heard that they were re-releasing Dark Moon for the Switch, then I'd be a little bit upset. Like, why are they re-releasing Dark Moon for the Switch? Why wouldn't they do the original for the Switch? But, I mean, this is just a quick little video. You know, I mean, I know we're at 7 minutes right now, but I just wanted to explain to you guys why I was kind of angry about that in my reaction video, because you would think, me being the big Luigi's Mansion fan that I am, that I would be stoked for Luigi's Mansion Remake on the 3DS. And to be honest, I am excited for it. I'm gonna buy it. That's no doubt. That's easy. But at the same time, I'm like, I want it on the Switch. So, I figured I'd explain that to you guys a little bit more, since I did that in my reaction video, you know, kind of did that a little unfairly. So yeah, what other GameCube remakes would you guys like to see? Comment that in the comment section down below. And more particularly to the Switch, not the 3DS. Yeah, I really hope Luigi's Mansion eventually comes to the Switch. Because, you know, bigger screen? Wow. Bigger screen, better graphics. You can't beat it. You really can't. And the one thing that really concerns me is, obviously, they're going to have to change up the controls a bit. Because in the original Luigi's Mansion, obviously, 2 thumbsticks, right? There's the C stick that controls the poltergeist angle, and then obviously this one, the regular stick that you walk. It's not like that on the Switch. Or, I mean, 3DS. It's not like that on the 3DS. So, it shows that the Luigi's, like, the Game Boy Horror map went to the bottom screen. Which, that also is another thing that I'm curious about. Like, because obviously all the Game Boy Horror interaction was at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen in the original game. So, and it's not there. It's not even there in the new game. So, is it all just going to happen on the bottom screen? It's going to be interesting. It's actually going to be quite a new experience with this game. And that's part of the reason why I'm really interested to get it, because of the fact that it is a new experience in some ways. Like, it's different. It'll control differently. There's this new boss rush mode. And I'm interested to see. And something I actually noticed, like, unless I'm blind, it looked like there was a gold ghost, a regular gold ghost that you only see in the rooms. It showed up in the hallway, which that's never happened in the original Luigi's Mansion game. That never happened. In fact, that only actually happened in the beta, where an actual, like, ghost came into the hallway. Like, I mean, I know there's the ghost that has the bowling ball But that's not what the ghost did in the trailer. He booed and scared. So that's new. So I'm actually, now that I'm really thinking about it, I'm actually pretty anxious for this game. I mean, not because it's on the 3DS, that still pisses me off, but because of the fact that it's kind of different. And I'm anxious to see what they do with it. So, I don't remember if they had a release date. I think it's in 2018. I don't think they had a release date on that. But, nevertheless, let me know what you guys think about Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS. And if you want to see other GameCube games come to the 3DS. Or the Switch. More likely the Switch. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.